gorgeous. Oh, gorgeous. Oh, gorgeous.
Oh shit, chat, I'm so embarrassed. I thought I had everything ready. I don't have my model up, of all things to not have. That's embarrassing. Give me 5 seconds. Alright, I'm back now, chat. I am so sorry. I thought I had everything set up, and then I just completely blanked that I needed to actually set up my model. But we're here now. Hello. Let me make sure everything is all locked in place. Okay, perfect. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Hope you're having a beautiful morning, afternoon, night, whatever time zone it may be. Let me scroll up real quick. Hello, Kyra. Nice to see you. Hello, Noob. Hello, Dylan. How are you all? I'm tired. But I'm always tired, so like, you know. What else is new? On last Monday, we were working on this Toon Boom character rig, and I showed you guys the noodly mess that is the node view over here. And for the most part, it looks like we finished the node view. There's going to be a couple of things that I'm going to need to go back and edit, but I don't think I'll know what those things are until we get to the turnaround point, because I feel like I've added deformers on everything, but maybe I haven't. Maybe some things need to be shuffled around. There are some things that you just don't know until you put the model in motion. And we're not going to be putting it in motion today, but we are going to work on the character turnaround part of the rig. We kind of didn't start that last week because I didn't really know how to start that process. But literally before stream started today, and low-key the reason why stream is a little bit late today, is because I was working on this angle, this 3/4 angle off stream, to try and figure out how exactly this is supposed to look. And there's still a couple of things that need to be edited. I need to make some drawing substitutions for the legs. I need to make some drawing substitutions for the hands. And I also want to fix this bit. I think I want this part of the fluff to go behind his head. But other than that, I feel like I've got the gist of it. I feel like we've got the gist of it. I also realized that even though I changed the title and everything of the stream, it didn't update on Twitch, so hopefully it's updated now. That looks a little bit better. Perfect, all fixed. So there's still some parts of this angle that I want to fix. I'm not gonna draw the substitutions for the hands and the feet just yet, because I want to, if I turn this layer on, I want to kind of do every single angle before I like write down a list of what hand substitutions and foot substitutions I'm gonna need. And then later on, I think I mentioned this during last week's stream, but as we work on the project itself, I will find more hand and feet substitutions that I need to make, and then I can come back into this base file and add them in so that they're permanently in the model. So we're not going to do a whole lot of substituting, at least for now. Right now, at this current moment, I think this view is honestly looking pretty alright. It's literally just the feet, the hands, and this bit here. I'm not sure how I'm going to get this part behind, because usually what I would do is I would come over here to where the fluff is, which is like, I think it's this one. Yep, this one. And then I would go Shift Alt, which basically will help me change whether or not something is in front of or behind an object. And just kind of tap it a little bit until we get there. My problem with this is now it's behind everything. And we don't want it to be behind everything. We only want it to be behind the head. And it's very finicky to get that. So what I'm thinking is, I'm pretty sure there's a way that we can mess around with the perspective without doing it like this. Like, I'm pretty sure, realistically, I could, there's like a number system that I can play with, but I can't remember where it is. There's like a perspective. No, this is the node stuff. So, oh, maybe it's in advanced. No, that's the offsetting. Okay. So basically what I'm trying to do is, if I go into perspective mode, you can kind of see that this is a 3D plane that we're working with right now. And this is all a glitchy mess because it's all on the same level in terms of how frontward and backward it is. And what I'd like to do, well, you can kind of see it here. See how like these don't perfectly line up? That's because these layers are in front of these layers. What I would like to do is get this fluff layer kind of like sandwiched in between them. And I think the easiest way to do that would be to not actually touch the fluff, but to touch the face. I believe if we go here, the head master peg. Yeah, we only want the head. We don't want the head and the neck. So if we come to this master peg here, and we do what we did before, Shift Alt, I should be able to... Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Alright, I'm gonna turn this on because I think... Oh no, the shape of the face matches the sketch pretty alright actually. I do want to go in and fix it a little bit though, because it's in line with the sketch, but I think I want him to have just a little bit more of a cheek. Oh, not like that. There we go. Just round it up a little more, and then maybe on this end too, kind of round that out a little bit. I don't want this bit rounded out though. This bit I kind of want to stay. Why is it... This node here should be playing with only this part. So if I press Alt... There we go. I don't know why it wasn't behaving before. Alright, so now if I turn the reference layer off... What are you... Girl? Girl. Stop doing that. I want this. Thank you. Oh no, not this again. I'm still trying to figure out how to make the deformers visible and invisible as I see fit. Can't turn this off. It doesn't want to be turned off. Okay, that's fine. But other than the deformers, I think this looks fine. Maybe the color a little bit. Do I have a deformer for the torso? Maybe I can shift the color around. Jacket, jacket, jacket. Oh, here, torso. Wait, no. Oh no, that's torso merge. Here we go, torso. So now, if I move these around, I should be able to create the kind of like angled, what is it called? Neckline? The shirt? Cool. My one last detail for this is I'm gonna move his eye. Sorry, his pupil, not his whole eye. Which eye am I looking for? I think I'm looking for eye 2. Yep, I'm looking for eye 2. I just want to move this in a little more. And then maybe move the pupil for eye 1 a little more as well. He looks a little cross-eyed, but I kind of like that. I think that's cute. So now we have our front angle. And then we have one of our side angles. Minus the positioning of the feet and the hands. Now for the scary one, which is the mid view. Really quickly gonna do a keyframe here, and we're gonna move. Whoops. We're gonna move the reference picture over like this. I'm gonna try and line it up with the neck. Actually, I don't think I can quite see the neck. Let's try and line it up with the this thing. Because I can't see his neck. Oh, his neck is like right there. Okay, hang on. Hi Reaper. Hello Jake. How you doing? His neck. I actually think that's where it's supposed to be. That's his neck on the reference layer. And then if I turn off, I think this one? Yeah, there we go. Alright. It's a little too far this way. I wish when I selected something, it didn't like make it fully visible. Like I still want to be able to see through it. Maybe there. Oh, perfect, perfect. Alright, I just gotta turn the torso back on. So like there. Alright, it's probably easier to start from the front view, I think. Because the front view, if I turn off the rig, this is gonna be interesting. I don't think I fully like this front view that I drew out. I think we'll get the inner part of his jacket on the other side, and his arm, I'm debating whether I put his arm like kind of front facing. I don't know if my camera will kind of show it off, but you know what I mean, like the hand is facing the front, like a perspective thing. Or if I'm just gonna put it down on his side. I don't think I have the technical know-how to do like a full front view arm. I think we'll put his arm down at his side, which means his shoulder will be like right here, which is probably what this weird square thing is. Alright, I think I can work with this. Don't know if I want to sleep early or not sleep until the surgery. That's a tough one. I mean, what time is the surgery? Sorry, I'm scratching my eye. Or I'm like scratching my eyelid dangerously close to my eye, I guess. Alright, I think what I would like to do, I have this layer on top, but I think the opacity is too high, and it's fucking with my ability to read the situation properly. What is your transparency? 50? Let's make it 35. Okay, I think that's a little better. Leave my house at 4:30 to get there at 5. The surgery will take place 2 hours later. Are you... So, surgery is at 7, but you're leaving the house at 4:30. Are you gonna be okay until 7 in the morning? Alright, so if I grab... Which one is this? Oh, it's that one. Okay, good. I'm not gonna grab the hair master. I'm gonna grab hair front. We're gonna move this over a bit. Because this comes all the way out here. But then these layers here... Okay, wait, no. I don't want to do that. The hair is the most confusing part for me to rotate in my brain. If we start with the back of the hair is really easy. We just kind of got to shrink it in a bit. Like that. Now, this bang... No, not that bang. This bang is effectively gonna disappear. Yeah. This bang's not visible, and neither is this sideburn. And what I did before is I just would, like, come in here and put them underneath. I don't know if that's good practice for this kind of stuff or not, though. I've never done an industry standard model before. Oh no, not that way, this way. Yeah, there we go. Okay, there we go. Don't I'm in the hospital early to get me situated, put on an IV and give antibiotics. God damn, dude. But like, are you gonna be okay to stay up until 7 AM? Because once you get to the hospital, like, you still have to, like, you still have to be awake for a good few hours after that. Also, Reaper with the 90 stream streak. I think that's the highest one on the channel. Hell yeah, dude. Alright, I think... Oh, I forgot to lock this layer, that's why. very confused for a moment. Give me this cowlick. This goes up here. I'm just gonna put them in the general position that they're in for the in terms of like the model making sense with the ref sheet, and then I will finesse and like make sure it looks clean once I turn the layer off. So for now we'll just make sure it matches and then we'll make it clean later. No, why does that make it worse? Oh, there we go. I don't know, there's something going on with his hair up here, but we'll clean it up later. For now I think it looks fine. He does have a big bald spot in the back of his head now, but we will worry about that later. Hello Skinner, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Forgive me, this part of the stream is probably going to be really boring. I'm literally just taking assets that I've already drawn and like manipulating them to fit certain angles. I want to work on my projects again, but I don't know if people are interested in watching me work on my projects, you know? Very tricky situation for me. Yeah, now he's got a big bold spot, but that's okay because what we're gonna do... Ooh, actually wait, what are we gonna do? Because what I have is, like, on the actual layer, this back bit kind of covers this whole part of the head. As you can see, the ear comes in here. I don't know how I'm gonna replicate that, but we'll figure it out. I think I have to move his hair tuft. Where's his tuft? Oh, here, the purple tuft. And then I have to move his little... I don't know what to call it, so I just call it the crown. Put this here. Where is your rotating part? Why is it all the way down there? Girl? Girl. Clearly I didn't finesse things as much as I needed to. Okay, that looks pretty alright. Remove the crown. This thing. I don't think that needs much finessing. I think that's perfect. Let's see. I think I can move, at least for now. I need to figure out how I'm gonna get the back of his hair to cover his bold ass head. But for now, I'm gonna come over here. This ear, I'm gonna put in the back. Just be rid of it. This ear, sorry, this ear. Come all the way in. You know what, guys? I need to show you guys pictures of the cake that I made. I made an Oreo cheesecake. Yesterday, the day before. I made an Oreo cheesecake. And I haven't had any yet. But like, even though I personally am not a huge fan of like chocolate flavored cheesecakes, or like, you know, cheesecakes that have that chocolatey or overly sweet taste to it, I did try a little bit of this one and I think it's pretty good. No, I didn't mean to hide all of his face. I just want to hide his eyebrow. Big on eyebrow. No, why can't I hide just his eyebrow? I have only his eyebrow selected. That's, oh, we're gonna ignore how his face looks for a moment. We're gonna ignore how his face looks for a moment. I have a single eyebrow. Trying to put a single eyebrow behind. Why does the moving just the eyebrow move his entire face? If I go like this. Okay, going like that removes just his eyebrow. Okay, it's fine. Don't worry about it. We will figure it out. Can I have a slice? I'll take some pictures, and then if you guys think it looks good in the pictures, then yeah, sure, you can have some, I guess. What's going on? Who's messaging me on Discord? Oh, okay. Someone's doing like a network test. My bad, G. I don't want to be part of that. Or I can't be part of that right now. Alright, I'm gonna move his whole face. This bit, including his mouth and his nose. And I'm gonna do that because I totally forgot that I have this thing set up where his face will just kind of vanish. Perfect. So we're gonna come in like that. I gotta fix the color layer so it doesn't look all messy like that, but that's cool. We're gonna go nose 2, which is this one. And drawing substitutions. There's something wrong with his eye. Oh, I see. I have to move his whole face. Hang on. I have to move his whole head. So if I go head master peg. There we go. Did that move his hair too? I think that moved his hair too. Alright, never mind. We're gonna do... No, that's fine, actually. If it moved his hair too, it's okay. Because then I can come into master hair and move everything back again. Cool. Now, even with that being done, this is wrong. I need to add another drawing substitution here that's just got fucking nothing in it. And then where's his eye? I think it's eye 2. Yeah. Bring this in like this. Maybe bring it up a bit as well. And then we can move his ear back. I think it's this one. There we go. Okay. He still looks botched, but he's getting there. I gotta move his other ear. Gotta move his other ear so it's not in view. This is all about strategically moving and hiding pieces and like warping pieces so that they look like they fit when they probably don't. Where is my mouth rig? We did it, yes, last week. Here it is. We don't want the mouth all the way over there. I'm gonna keep the mouth here. We might narrow it a bit. Might tilt it a bit. Actually, hang on. I shouldn't be touching the mouth yet until I do his torso. Because with the torso, like all this side is going bye-bye. Which I'm not sure how I'm gonna do. Let's clean up his hair first. It's here? No, what's this piece? Oh, it is that. Okay, good. I wonder why I rigged it like this. Trying to just have this kind of be gone. Now it's cropping into there. Why did I do it like this? Alright, I can fix it. Bring that all the way in. Bring this all the way down. Oh. What if I put it like here? No, it starts cropping into the top part of his head now. What about this? If I pull this all the way out? No. Why, Sylph, why did you do it like this? Now the side view is all fucked up. Oh, no, not that. Oh wait, I have an idea. If I hold Alt, and then I do that.
Hello, gorgeous.
Okay, okay. No, no. Okay, my bad, G. Hi, Fluttershy. How you doing? Welcome in. Alright, I think I need to do a new drawing substitution for this part. Which is fine. I can do a drawing substitution for the middle of his hair. That's okay. I was thinking I might do one here as well for the back of his head. The back of his head should really be split in half, but for some reason I decided to make it one big layer. And that's gonna complicate things a little bit later. It was fine when I did my live 2D model, but for a model like this that I kind of need to have at multiple different angles, it's not gonna fly. So let me grab my pen and paper, because I knew I would have to make edits to this thing before I even started. But I'm gonna start writing down what needs to be edited. We're dealing with an upset stomach for the past hour. Damn, I'm so sorry, Rogue. But it's still nice to see you here. We're having a great... Oh, I mean, for us it's the winter solstice, not the summer solstice. But we're having a great time. Very chill time. Alright, let me really quickly... this is my... I'm writing it down by hand because I like doing handwritten notes. So this is my Kura rig. We'll do fixes / add-ons. So right now, I need to... It might take me a while because I like to write in a bunch of different colors. So if you hear me clicking and unclicking, I'm using a bunch of different color pens. So we need the 3/4... Which way is he? No, yeah, 3/4... This one. That's his right. I'll just write pose 2 in parentheses. Pose 2. Hands. We also need the feet for that pose. 3/4. Pose 2. Feet. And we need... What is this? This is Bangs 02. So we need a new drawing substitution. For Bangs 02 side view. And we're not up to it yet, but if we need a drawing substitution for Bangs 02, then we're also gonna need it for Bangs 01 when he looks horizontally the other way. So I'm gonna write that one down too. Chat, you ever pick up a pen and just go, oh my god, this pen writes so fucking well? Like, it just glides so nicely. Bangs 01. Alright, so far I think that's everything. Oh no, wait, hang on. I'm also gonna need side view, hands and feet. There we go. Alright, that's 6 new drawing substitutions that we need, but that's okay. We can, like, there's no rush to make these. Alright, so that one needs a drawing sub, so we will do that in a second. Oh wait, hang on, 7. I totally forgot. I need to split the hair in half. Split hair... Whoops. Hair back into 2 pieces. There we go. Alright, that's 7. Every time I use a G2 Pilot pen... Ooh, wait. I've never seen those before. I want to have a look at those. Hang on. G2 Pilot... Oh, yeah, they look like they write well. Yeah. It's got the gripper and everything. Goodness. Can't say I have. You gotta go and get yourself a really good pen. You gotta get yourself a great pen. Also, Kyra, I do see the DM. Thank you. I will take a look at it after stream. I love those emotes. I need to make more animated emotes. It's actually on, not animated emotes, but I have animated alerts on my to-do list. I've been meaning to make some custom animated alerts for a while because people who are on the channel regularly will know that my alerts are just like gifs of shinks. Which on one hand is like okay, but on the other hand is like I would really just like some new ones. We're gonna shrink this behind everything. Let me leave it there for now. I'm gonna bring this over. I do have a deformer on his fluff, but I don't think we need to use it. Maybe we can just leave it as it is. I gotta bring the jacket over. This whole jacket over with it. Gotta expand. Whoop. I meant to expand that like this. I might need to deform it as well, but that's fine. It's got a deformer on it. Okay. Is that... it's a bit... Alright, I think that's good. Can come in here. I think this is the top part of the jacket. Wait. That's the problem with deforming it like that. Okay, hang on. We're not gonna deform it like that. We're gonna deform it like this. Where's the rest of the deformer? I'll put one on my to-buy list when I eventually get a new job. A new pen will change your life, dude. I'm being so honest. Yeah, why is it... Girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh no, did I not finish making this deformer? I might not have finished making this deformer. Hang on. We're going to delete this deformer. Actually, wait, no, we're not going to. We're going to go here. Finish this deformer off. Wait, I vaguely recognize... Oh no, never mind. I was gonna say I vaguely recognize one of the VTubers in these emotes, but I do not. The dark patches made me think that it was Zombie Guts. I do love Zombie Guts. She's pretty cool. I'm not usually one for pens with my art. I prefer charcoal. Oh no, well, I mean, yeah, you can use pens for art, but I was talking about writing pens. When I take notes in a bunch of different color pens. And sometimes when you're taking notes, you just need a pen that fucks, you know what I mean? When I do my sketches, I like to do my sketches in pen. At least when I'm in my sketchbook. I like to... It's the whole, like, every line is permanent type shit, so you don't worry too much about how it ends up looking in the end. Alright, cool. Now that we've done that... Now, can I deform you the way that I want without you being all ugly on me? No, not like that. I want to move the points, not the curves. Like this. Yeah, it works. Are those Howls emotes sprinkled in there? That's awesome. We need to take time to finish installing the rest of Howls emotes. I made all of them, and so far we've only got, I think, 2 or 3 of them up. Which, you know, is an easy fix. It's just gonna take a little bit of time. Why did the deformer get so big? Girl, what did you do? What the? What did you... Girl! Okay, are you happy now? This is so bizarre. I haven't seen a deformer act like this. Where'd it go? Yeah. Alright, it's almost what I need it to be. 1 minute. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this one higher, like this. Yeah, there we go. That'll fit. And then we can come in here. Oh, doing that is what makes it tall. Wait, why? Why does moving this one... What the fuck? Okay, it's fine. It's, you know what, it's fine. It doesn't need to exactly fit the, Why is it doing that, though? I've never seen a deformer behave like this, so I'm quite confused. What if I press Alt and then move it? No, it didn't quite work. Girl! Stop misbehaving. Come back here. I'm getting so mad. Girl. Unnecessary levels of behavior right here. Okay. Now I can't turn these off. 1 sec. I go like this. I'm trying to turn the... Oh my god. Girl! Why did you... Oh my god. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna undo it all. Why is yours... Can we behave? I don't know why moving this little one is pissing me off. Why? Girl, please. That's not what I'm trying to do. Oh my god. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I don't want to do this. I don't want these deformer thingies. Wait, hang on. How do I turn them off? Sometimes they turn off and sometimes they don't. If I go like this. Oh, wait. I'm going nuts. I'm going to lose it. I'm gonna lose it.
She's just really in her feels today.
No. I just need this. Okay. Wait, it's working now, all of a sudden. Alright, I don't know what I did differently, but it's working now, chat. Okay, we're fine. Didn't fuck with the middle one. Okay, so I in theory, I can move this one now. Why? Why are you doing this to me? What did I... Moving this little thing here. Okay, look, I'm gonna turn off the layer so that you can see what's happening. I'm trying to keep this curve and just move this ever so slightly this way to kind of recreate the flow of the cape or the jacket. But when I move this, it like straightens the whole thing and it sends the middle node like all the way up here. Why?
The deformer is just happy to see you.
I don't care if the deformer is happy to see me. I need it to behave. Bad deformer. Alright, I don't know how I got it to magically work last time. Was I up here maybe?
I tried so hard, and got so far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all. But in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Well, at least the good thing now is it looks like it's not affecting the frames before it. It shouldn't have been affecting the frames before it to begin with. I don't know why it was. But I think we've got it now. We just need to pull this out a bit. And then I gotta move the inner jacket to keep up. Because it's got the inner part of the jacket too. This bit. Jacket inner. This one we can just... Excuse me. This one we can just move in. Oh my god. We did it. It's moved. But now we have a bit of exposed shoulder right here. If I go in here and I pull this deformer back up, we just... No, it goes underneath the arm. Where did his shoulder deformer go? Oh, no, wait. Hang on. My dumbass. I don't think I made shoulder deformers. Not deformers. What's the word? Patches. I don't think I made shoulder patches. Wrist, hand, upper, lower. I didn't make shoulder patches. He's got exposed shoulders. Okay. I'm gonna write that down. I don't really want to make any new assets for this rig today. I just want to find out where it's broken and then fix it later. So we need shoulder auto patches. I remember now, I didn't make them because I thought the shoulders would always be covered by the fluff on his collar, but clearly not. Shoulder auto patches for both shoulders. There we go. This is stressing me out. I thought we were gonna have a nice chill art time, but now I'm getting stressed and I'm debating whether or not we keep doing this or I take a break and work on something else.
Exposed shoulders, gasp. The scandal.
I know, right? The absolute scandal. I don't want to do this right now, chat. I'm gonna save the rig as it is. That deformer broke whatever resolve I had to work on this right now. And to be fair, we are making progress. We are making progress. I'm finding out what's broken and what needs to be fixed. And that's good. But I don't have the energy to do that right this second. So I'm gonna close this. And I'm gonna find something much more relaxing to work on. I do need to make... I'm working on a fun add-on. I don't know if you guys will ever
Does that
use
mean
it.
it's hot chocolate with marshmallows time?
Oh god, that would be so nice. Hot chocolate with marshmallows. Actually, I'm not a big fan of marshmallows, truth be told. Alright, let me quickly... I have Clip Studio Paint open, but there's nothing open on it, so let me bring you over here. I have an asset or an asset list, sorry, that I've been, there goes my stylus, that I've been working on, if I can go through my notepad. And there's a really cool, really funky fresh asset pack that I want to do that I'm not sure if you guys will like even use it. I think it's called Cozy Cafe. Let me hop into my creator dashboard and find it because it's a Twitch plugin. Extensions. My extensions. Yep, here we go. Cozy Cafe. So the fun part about this is I get to make a bunch of assets, including customers, and I want to make the snooze as customers. So you can like buy stuff for the snooze. So I think what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna change the name of the stream. Whoops, that is not what I meant to do. I didn't even know you could do that. What the fuck? What? Okay, anyway. Alright, there we go. We're drawing snooze now. So I'm gonna open a new blank. Realistically, I could probably use artwork that I've already made of the snooze, but I think some of them will need to have new artwork made of them anyway. Where are my snooze? That's new art. Alright, I could probably use this piece and this piece and maybe these ones. But Dewdrop and Nougat I think would definitely have to be redone. I just realized that Rocher and Marcy are drawn in basically the same pose. Oh no! Alright, it's fine. What we're gonna do... I'm gonna do like a really simple... I'm gonna draw like a simple base, and then we'll just draw the snooze over each base. I think... do we want them walking, or do we want them sitting down? Like this. Like just sat. I think sat is cute. It's also way simpler to do, I think. Actually, I struggle to draw the snooze sitting down, especially when they've got like more than 4 legs.
Wow, Marcy, how original. She's always copying me.
Marcy is not always copying you. You guys just have the same energy. You need to chill. I was actually talking to Hal about it the other day, and I think I accidentally, like, paired up the Gen 2, not Gen 2, like the Wave 2 snooze with a Wave 1 snoo each. Because, like, Marcy and Rocher both have really playful energy. Like, one literally likes playing games, the other one really likes pulling pranks and having fun with their friends, so I think they would get along really well. Strive and Dewdrop are both, like, super chill, super relaxed, love to unwind, like, have a cup of tea, have a biscuit type mellow characters. So they get along really well. And then Nougat and Treasure, I just really like because
She always steals my waffles with coconut and cocaine.
I don't think Marcy likes the cocaine. I'm gonna be so honest. I don't think she needs it. But yeah, Nougat and Treasure just work really well because it's the hard working class with the princess stereotype, which I really like. I think we're gonna do that. How am I gonna draw the back? Maybe we will see the back leg a little bit. Like this. I don't know, I have a lot of trouble drawing the snooze sitting down. It's such a simple pose. And yet, I can never get it quite right. That's why I always draw them in action poses. I don't really draw them sitting down, and this is kind of why. Pull this out a little more like this. Alright. Alright, that's our base. We're gonna draw every single snoo just sat down. I would like to give them all their own personality and flair, but when you see what the assets are for, it'll suddenly make a lot more sense. Little bowling pin creature. They do kind of look like that, don't they? I keep like wondering whether or not you'll see their other leg like here. But if I was to do that, I feel like this whole bit would need to be like narrowed down quite a lot. Like this. And then their other leg is just here. And then you get the... like that. And then this would kind of come in maybe like that instead. You know, that does kind of look a little bit better. Oh my god, B-Dog with the raid. Hey guys, welcome in. How you doing? For those of you who don't know me, hi, my name is Sylv. I'm an artist and animator, a professional man and woman appreciator. You won't see me streaming without a tea in my hand. And we were doing some like character rigs, but something went wrong and it really pissed me off. So we're drawing snooze instead because I need to chill out. Okay, you know what? I think this is cuter. We're just gonna pull this in a little more even. Like this. Maybe have it start lower and then end lower as well. Like that. Hello, everybody. How was your stream? What did you guys get up to? And then like the tail could probably be like that instead of like fully on the side. You just see it like peeking around the back. Alright. I really hope my my tea is cool enough to drink now. That'd be nice. It's a bit hot. Oh, my throat has been saved. Oh my god. Doing some Warframe? I've never tried Warframe. I've been hearing a lot about it because like T-Bug and Bear have been playing it, and even if I'm not like lurking in their streams, Howler's lurking and having a peek. Wait, doesn't Warframe have like some drops going right now? Like a collaboration with Twitch type thing, like you can get drops from watching Warframe streamers. I vaguely remember seeing something like that on the Noir channel, the Noir-centric channel. Lot of Warframing last week. Oh yeah, there was so much. We were Warframing all over the place. My favorite part of your Warframe streams, T-Bug, is when you say it's Warframe time and then you Warframe everywhere. Pretty cinematic stuff. Oh my god, I can't. I love the snooze, but the problem is they're so simple to draw that they're so easy to fuck up. Just Warframing everywhere. All over the place. No survivors. Those wars, it's all their fault. Oh no. Oh, they do drops often? Oh, that's pretty nice. I kind of like stuff like that. Sometimes it makes me feel a little sad that I don't really play games that have that kind of community drop rate thing with Twitch. But on the other hand, I'm already not great at video games. I think if I was to do like an online multiplayer like type game, I would only last so long. I think the last one I did was Phantasy Star Online 2 Eugenesis. And that was fun, but I also was not good at it. Actually, I'm gonna open Rosha on my other monitor so I can see. But yeah, we're drawing some SNU assets now. I've just made this little base. This, as my moderator put it, pinball looking ass. Or bowling pin looking ass. And we're just gonna draw each SNU over the top. There's a Twitch extension that I'm going to use them for in the future. So, right now I just want them all sitting down. I was thinking about giving them all their own unique flair, but I don't think it really needs it for the extension that I'm gonna use. Oh my god, actually, I'm gonna turn the headpiece off. There we go. It could be worse. It could be Destiny 2. Oh my god, I heard about that. They're putting all of their energy into their new title. What is it called? Oh no, no, it's not Morrowind. I don't actually know what Morrowind is. I don't know why that came to mind. It's one word. Oh no. If I heard it, Marathon, that's it. I was literally about to say, like, if I heard it, I would know what it was immediately. Yeah, I heard that they're putting all of their energy into Marathon at the moment. But, like, didn't the Destiny 2 team get, like, let go? Like, they didn't get transferred onto Marathon, they just got completely let go altogether. Alright, I think that works. We're just gonna rotate a little bit. Honestly, this, like, quick mock-up is looking a lot cleaner than I thought it would, so we might just use this as the line art, provided I can keep it clean. Looks pretty clean. I love when I'm sketching shit and then I'm like, damn, this sketch is actually pretty tight. I can just use this. Morrowind is the third Elder Scrolls game. That's why Morrowind was in my brain. I was like, no, I do know what that is. What is that? It's also it's also widely considered to be the best in the series. Okay, I've never played an Elder Scrolls game. I find it really funny. Actually, before I say what I'm gonna say, let me quickly fact check. Yeah, so I find it really funny when people used to come to me and, like, we would talk about game studios, they would bring up Bethesda, and I'd be like, oh my god, I love Bethesda games. Bethesda games are awesome. And they'll be like, oh, which Elder Scrolls? Or, like, which Skyrim? Or, like, which, like, XYZ thing? And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, the Evil Within series? And they're like, bro, what? And then I realized very quickly that when I say I like Bethesda games, what I mean is I like Tango Gameworks games. Bethesda just so happened to work with Tango Gameworks on the Evil Within 1, 2, Ghostwire Tokyo, and Hi-Fi Rush, and those are the games that Bethesda has quote-unquote made that I like. So I don't say I like Bethesda anymore. I say that I like Tango Gameworks. Oh my god. Alright, let me catch up with chat. Morrowind, that takes me back. Is that why? Felt so out of left field to know. Yeah, no, I think what happened is the Destiny team got let go and they're focusing on Marathon now. But like the Destiny 2 devs didn't get put onto Marathon, they just got fired. How are you feeling about your appointment tomorrow? Scared. Mostly because the appointment itself is expensive and I got my electricity bill today. So I'm more concerned about the money. In terms of like how the appointment is gonna go itself, I honestly don't really know what to expect. I'm expecting like maybe to do another like test or like scan of some kind, maybe possibly to be prescribed something. But I don't really know. It's the first time that I'm going to a neurologist, so I don't really know what to expect at all. Let's see. The dropping of Destiny 2 and more money on Marathon made Sony lose a lot of money. Yeah, I heard that Marathon wasn't actually doing all that well when they made this decision. Which I think is weird. Why would you want to go full ham on a production that isn't performing as well as your existing production? Like, wouldn't you want to, like, slowly invest and pick up on it and have Destiny 2 as your safety net? This is my first Elder Scrolls, and I was upset. Oh, Morrowind. I don't know if I should play an Elder Scrolls game. I don't feel like they'll be for me. Such smart choices being made. It's like, come play our new game, you can't play our old one anymore. Honestly, it's more likely that people will just, like, not play your game altogether, you know? It's like literally last night, it's not the same thing, but literally last night, I was talking to Hal, and we were talking about Persona, and I was like, damn, like, I kind of miss Persona 5 Royal. It'd be really nice if we could play Persona 5 Royal. So I went onto my PS5, because I bought Persona 5 Royal, but I bought it for the PS4. So I went onto the store and it said unavailable, and I was like, oh, that's okay. I probably just didn't download the free PS5 upgrade, because like 80% or like 85% of PlayStation 4 games came with a free PlayStation 5 update. So I was like, oh, I probably just didn't download the Persona 5 update for PS5. There isn't one. There isn't one. And I wasn't allowed to download the PlayStation 4 version of the game onto my PS5. If I want to play Persona 5 Royal again, I have to buy it again. Luckily, Persona 5 Royal just so happens to be on the PlayStation Plus store, and Hal recently purchased PlayStation Plus for the year. So we were still able to play it, but like, oh my lord. The worst part about it is I don't do digital downloads very often. Like 9 times out of 10, I will buy physical copies of a game. Persona 5 Royal was one of the very few instances where I bought it digitally because it was on sale digitally and I just really wanted to play it. And if I didn't do that, and I just bought a physical copy of Persona 5 Royal on PlayStation 4, then I would still be able to play it because it would be backwards compatible with the PlayStation 5. The one time that I buy a digital copy over a physical copy and it immediately fucks me over and I'm still mad about it. Ugh. What's worse is that the team pushed out an update that, from what I hear, fixed a lot of problems and people loved making the player numbers jump, and then Sony did layoffs. That sounds like something a company would do. Not even just Sony, but like just a company in general. That sounds like something that they would do. Because like valuing the people who are making the thing that's making you millions of dollars. Pfft. What are you, gay? Bungie really Persona 3'd itself. I love that that is a thing. That's just a common phrase in my chat now. I love that so much. And the funniest part about that is that I've never played Persona 3. I feel like we need to have like a sub goal. And like the goal is just that I finally play Persona 3. I'm trying to draw his wings right now. It's such a simple shape, yet it's so easy to fuck up. That's how I feel about most of the new designs. So simple, yet so easy to get wrong. There we go. They might need to be smaller, but other than that... Actually, do they? Nah. These people really like our game. Now surely we can force them into our floundering game. I don't know why people do that. Like, I know that they wanted to move on from Destiny. I guess they thought that, like, the numbers for Destiny just weren't there anymore, which I never played Destiny, but the people that I know who have played Destiny, like, yeah, the numbers have dropped quite a bit. But it was still outperforming Marathon, and that's the part that confuses me. Like, why not just have both running until Marathon hits the numbers that you need it to hit? I don't understand why they needed to shut down Destiny. Like, I get it. They really wanted to lay off people. They really wanted to cut, like, the costs of the studio. But, like, I thought you guys liked money, you know? I thought you liked money. What's going on here? This is a dumb idea. Not as dumb as the studio that tried to, I forget what their name, but not as bad as the studio that tried to cuck the Subnautica team. I don't think we'll see an industry fuck up like that for a while. The proportions look a little off. It doesn't quite look like Rosha, but I can't be bothered fixing them. Rosha is a short snoo. He's a little stubby. But I'm just using one base to make all of them, so that it's easier for my soul. Actually, I should do it the other way around. Do swish, big, swish. There we go. Cute. The CEO literally stole billions of dollars worth of money and literally brought a lot of classic cars and then fucked off with the rest of the money. I really don't get it. Like,
Mother, please don't call me stubby in front of chat.
Why? You don't want chat to know that you're a shorty? Or that you're like a little short fat? Like, I'm sorry. Look at this picture of Rocher and tell me he's not stubby. Rocher is a stubby little guy. You know what? I wasn't going to edit it. I was going to leave you at the same proportions as everyone else. But now that you've said that, I'm going to make you stubby. I love the, you know, I could have guessed that. Oh dear. Hang on, let me scroll up. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Nolan Sorrento is such an apt caricature of company managers. God, what was I saying before? Yeah, like, do you guys remember when people would make things just to make things, and like the money was a really cool thing, but it was mostly just used to keep the fun thing going? Does anyone else remember when people just made cool things because they liked making cool things? You know, people still do that. Yeah, that's the thing. Like I would like to think that, at least when it comes to the snooze, I'm in it because I want to make a fun thing, you know? I just want to make a fun thing. And I know that there are others out there too that are making fun things just because they want to, but unfortunately... Oh,
come on. I haven't even been in holding this week, so far.
It's true.
That cop last week had it coming.
Listen. I know you've been on better behavior.
The stub benning has begun.
You've been on better behavior, not good behavior. I'm gonna make you stubby little guy. I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna take this. I'll draw over it. I just want to make sure the height's the same. We're stubifying you. I'm gonna make you chunkier as well. I think Rocher is now canonically a fat. I don't make the rules. I mean, I do, but, you know. You're short and you're fat now. Take this. I was gonna leave you the same height and the same size as everybody else. All you had to do was not say anything, and it would have been fine. There you go. Alright, you've been stubified. Maybe I should make your front legs wider as well. I only made them shorter, I didn't make them wider.
Mother, I'm filing for emancipation from you.
Good fucking luck. Alright, this isn't working out yet. Edits need to be made. I think. Like this. Less curvy. I think your head's too big, is what it is. I think you just got a massive head. Let me really quickly, I'll fix you, Rosha, don't worry. And by fix you, I mean make you atomically correct, not make you normal to everyone else. Yeah, I think your head's too big. Come here. Alright, your head is fine, but I'm gonna make your fluff bigger again. I'm gonna have to redo the line art now because
legs
I'm
too small,
resizing.
head too big. Yes, make me atomically correct so I can explode like a atom.
Don't worry, you'll be fine. I'm gonna have to redo the line art now though, because even though it's clean, it's like different sizes for different elements of you. I think your wings are too big now.
My diet is literally cane toads, magic mushrooms, white wine and cocaine waffles. Normal passed a long time ago.
Listen. First of all, I know you're eating cane toads, but you shouldn't be eating that many. I know I said they were a pest in Australia and like you could eat as many as you wanted, but come on, dude. Come on, dude. I know you're married and your wife loves you, but that doesn't mean you get to let yourself go. Alright, I think that's it. I think we've fixed my baby. Make him like this. Excellent. Now I get to finally draw your face. I'm gonna draw one side of your face and then copy paste it. That way you've got that nice symmetrical face. There you go. I'm gonna add your eyebrow in. Aw, look at you. Aren't you cute? Alright, I think your muzzle is too big, but we can fix that. There you go. I think we might lower it a little bit. There you go. Oh, you're gonna look so much better now. There you go. There you go. Oh my god, look at you. See? You look better with your stubby proportions. Now let me grab this purple. My little fatty. Alright, what size brush are we gonna use to draw your line art? I think this is a good size. Maybe, actually maybe down one. Yeah. Who is this Snoo? Yeah, this is Rocher. This is my guy. My baby.
The power of small equals cute. Stop calling fat though.
Why? You don't like being called fat? There's nothing wrong with... Look, listen. Rocher. You are objectively fat. You're objectively a chunky guy, okay? But there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being a little chunky. A little chunky, I must say. If you're too chunky, then... Well, even I won't be able to help you then. But you can be a little fat. It's fine. I'm just saying that compared to other Snoos, you're on the shorter and fatter side. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. If you're really worried about it though, you can hang out with oh, I don't have it open. If you're really worried about it though, you can hang out with Nougat. Nougat's like the Snoo equivalent of a bodybuilder.
You literally said I have to build up his poison resistance, and this is what he gets. So what am I?
Oh my god, he's got
Am
demons.
I cute fat, or you need to go on a diet fat?
He's got demons. Rocher. Okay, one thing at a time, Rocher. Stop. I need to put a cooldown on that so that he doesn't overlap his speech. Man tries to build up his poison resistance. Rocher, you don't need poison resistance. You're literally fine. You're literally so fine. You don't need that. You said I have to cut back at the cane toads. Am I cute fat or do I need to go on a diet fat? Rocher, do you want me to answer that question honestly? Little plus size is cute and cuddly. That's what I'm saying. Like, obviously, you probably should cut back on the cane toads. Just a little bit. Have some variety in your diet at the very least.
Does that mean both?
Yeah, both. Both can be true. You're cute fat, but you gotta make sure it doesn't go into bad fat territory. You know what I mean? You're adorable little squishy cuddly little fat guy, okay? Oh my god, I can't draw his face.
Women.
I'm doing this for Rocher. Hey. Come on, guys. Rocher's my son. I'm allowed to call my son fat. You know what I need to do? I need to get like... Have you guys seen that trend? Where it's like, oh, you didn't birth your cat. It's like, well, yeah, then explain this. And people show like ultrasounds with their cat photoshopped into them. I need to do that with the Snoos. Alright, I can probably Actually, I'm not gonna draw the... Oh, wait, no, I will. 1 second. I changed my mind. There we go. I gotta decide what games we're gonna play next. I want to keep playing Fire Emblem, but I don't think people like the Fire Emblem streams. The YouTube really likes the Fire Emblem VODs. Not VODs, shorts. When I post Fire Emblem related shorts on YouTube, people like them. But I don't think you guys really like watching me play Fire Emblem, so I think I might have to play that one off stream, unfortunately. It's kind of hard because I started streaming because I wanted to share experiences with people. And it's like, I want to play things, but if the people I want to share experiences with don't want to share that experience with me, then it's like, oh, maybe we should pick something else. Tonight we're going to finish Life is Strange. I wasn't going to finish Life is Strange, but it ended on a little bit of a cliffhanger last week. And so now I feel like I kind of have to know what's going to happen. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong side. I did it like this. Wait, did I? No, his antenna are in front. Okay, my bad, G. There we go. Now, I think I can realistically copy this. Flip it over. Oof. Okay, his face is a little too thin. If I do this... Alright, that's about the width we need, but I need to move his face in. His face realistically should be at that 3/4 angle anyway, because his body is at that 3/4 angle. Move this. As long as I don't have to shrink or enlarge anything, then I should be able to move stuff and keep the line art as it is. It's literally only when I shrink and enlarge and stuff, because then the size of the brush gets all wonky. There we go. Oh yes, chat. Full disclosure. I'll probably put it in the Discord server. I forgot to do a stream schedule this week because I got really busy. We had like, low-key, we had 3 birthdays over this past weekend. And there's more coming in a couple of weeks. But this Friday, I'm not gonna be streaming like I usually will because we're gonna have the really big charity stream on Saturday. So no stream on Friday, but there's gonna be a 12-hour, like, basically donathon event on the next day, on Saturday. I'll put it in the Discord server. I'm gonna probably make an announcement on Bluesky. But it should be good. I've got all of the people locked in for their time slots. Not everyone who I invited is gonna be there, unfortunately. There's like a handful of people that couldn't make it, but we still got a really good lineup of people. We got a really solid lineup. I've got like half of the schedule planned out. So like I know who is in what slot, and I have like half the activities planned out, but I still need to work on that. And then we also have the goals and the incentives ready, which I'm probably gonna post either tomorrow or like after stream today. So yeah, I need that Friday just to do some last minute tidy ups, make sure everything is ready to go. So no stream on Friday. I might turn my light on in a second. It's only 3:30, but it's kind of gloomy outside. and I've noticed that my model's eyes keep closing, even though my eyes aren't closed, I'm just looking down. So if you give me just one moment, I'm gonna go turn my light on. Alright, I'm back. I just had a sip of my tea as well, so we're all good. It'll give me enough time to get out of the hospital and mod it. I mean, dude, I appreciate that you're thinking about that, but also, like, you don't have to rush your recovery from surgery. If you're not feeling it, then please don't worry about modding the chat. It's gonna be fine. Like, real talk, I do appreciate it, but I don't want you guys... Well, I don't want you to, like, rush whatever you've got going on medically just to be there to moderate for some random stream, you know what I mean? I hope that it goes well and you don't really have that much recovery time, though. That would be pretty nice. Alright, unrelated. Are we stuck there for 2 to 3 days? Okay, if you say so. Just know that, like, there's absolutely no pressure to be there for however long you can be there. If you need to rest, then you rest, goddammit. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, on a completely unrelated note, chat. If you had the chance to give a snoo a treat, right? Like a drink or a snack or like even a toy, what would you like to have the chance to give them? I would appreciate some serious answers, not things like, oh, a bomb or a gun or a copy of Persona 3 or anything like that. I'd like some serious answers. No reason in particular. Got absolutely nothing to do with why I'm drawing these snoos. Ooh, what the fuck was that? Oh, my phone. I keep forgetting that my phone is in a, like, in a tripod now. So every time it goes off while I'm streaming, it shakes the entire tripod and it jump scares me. I think they'd go crazy for a snickerdoodle. That is so cute. And a berry bowl. Okay, hang on. I'm writing these down for completely unrelated reasons. Where is my notepad? Free page. That's the Kuro rig. We can do it here. Snoo treats. We have a berry bowl. Oh god, my pen. No, this is my good pen. Okay, here we go. I got a berry bowl and a snickerdoodle. Perfect. How many treats do I need? Let me check for unrelated reasons. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. I don't have to have 28, but there are 28 slots that I could have treats for. Now let me write that down too. Maximum 28. Maximum 28. A cheese platter. Oh, that's so cute. Hang on. There we go. Wrote that down too. Macarons? Ooh, I think macarons would be perfect actually. Especially for like Treasure, because Treasure would think that they're like, you know, an elegant type snack. Not elegant as in the way you eat them, but like, you know. Macarons, I think macarons are considered an elegant snack. Perfect. Thank God I drew this on a different layer. I just saw the line go through the fluff and I'm like, no, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Look at you, my boy. Ah, I love my boy. Don't know if the snooze like fish. Some of the snooze like fish. Some of the snooze are fish. Are like based off of fish. I need to work on more like aquatic and avian type snooze. I was thinking the other day, so we have snooze with 4 legs, we have snooze with 6 legs. Not in practice, but in theory, we also have a snoo with 8 legs. The reason why I specify in theory and not in practice is because I've actually had a lot of trouble finding a manufacturer that will happily and easily create a plushie that's got 8 legs. In a way that like works or that I'm happy with. But I've been working on the idea of a snoo that only has its 2 back legs and then the 2 front legs are replaced with its wings to kind of give it a more avian look. And I was thinking about that the other day and I was like, wait a minute, what if we take it to like the other extreme as well and we have a snoo with like no legs and we make it like a little worm. Oh my god, Jake in the chat. I was literally, if you would just let me finish my thought. If you had just let me finish my thought. Yes, I was thinking about the idea of a snoo with no legs. Just make it like a little worm. Wavelength matched. I don't know how it would work because, like, I'm actually, like, struggling to come up with a snoo, like an avian type snoo that still looks like a snoo. You know what I mean? Because birds' legs are, I think they're backwards, or like there's something up with their articulation. And when I try to draw that articulation in the snoo legs, suddenly it doesn't look like a snoo, it looks like a bird, even if it's got a snoo's face. So I've been having a hard time trying to make the more avian type snooze. I can't get this. Alright, close enough. Oh god, alright, fine. That just is what it is. Yeah, I've been having a hard time with the avian type snooze. Or a fluffy snake. Yeah, like worm, snake, that type of deal. I really like that idea. I do have like one single concept for the avian snooze. If I can find my snoo notebook. Or my snoo sketchbook, I guess. It is... It's from... The idea is based off of a meme picture that I saw. I don't know if you guys have, like, seen it. I think it was, like, a cat owl or something. But I saw the proportions of this cat owl Photoshop piece. And I was like, damn, that's the proportions that we need for, like, a bird snoo. You can't really see it, actually, because I drew it in pencil, and then on the opposite side of the page, I wrote with like ink, so you can't really see it. But the general idea, if I turn all these off, put the notebook in front of me like this. The general idea was that you'd have your snoo face like this, and then you'd have like this oval type proportion, but like not that dramatic. It'd kind of be like this. Maybe a bit wider, like that. And then you'd have like 2 legs down here. And then like here is where the wing would be, like this. Oh my god, my notebook nearly fell and like wreaked havoc on my desk. So that's the idea at the moment. I don't know if I like this. I don't know if we're gonna stick with it. But right now, it's the only way that I can think of making a 2-legged, like, avian type snoo that works. It's like when you do the wings open, it kind of looks like this. You get what I mean? Like, you get the idea, right? I don't know if this is how we're gonna make it work. I would really like for it to work. I really like the idea of snoos having wings instead of, like, their front paws. And I actually entertained this idea with Strive. You can't really see it, but originally, Strive was going to have like really long fluff on his front paws that would emulate wings. And then eventually we cut it back and he just has fluffy front legs. So that was another idea for it as well. We just kind of, if I make all of these small. The other idea was to just, yeah, have a regular snoo with regular snoo proportions. But like this is all like feathers, like here. And those are its wings. So it still has regular snoo, like, proportions. But then when it wants to fly, it's almost like a flying squirrel type situation. You got like the paw, and then the wings come out like that. I know the drawings are really crude, but it's literally just to get the idea across. We've been playing around with an avian snoo that has wings for a really long time, and we just can't get it to look good. We have a couple of ideas, but in practice, we haven't found anything that fits quite yet. And I don't want to work on like a snoo with no legs until we figured out the 2-legged snoo situation. Hello, Grifter. How you doing? Welcome in. Hope you're having a lovely time with us today. Forgive me. I just went on a little bit of a rant on the woes of trying to conceptualize a design that's just not working, even though you really want it to work. I also want to do like mermaid snoos, you know, like snoos that have their front legs, but instead of their back legs, they have one big tail. I think that would also be really fun. Exhausted from work, but finally home. That's a nice feeling. I'm debating whether or not I add shading to these pieces. I don't think they need it, considering what I'm going to be using them for, but it might also be a cute touch. I don't really know. We'll decide when we get the flat colors done. Oh, I forgot his eyebrows are also that color. Alright, hang on. Boop, boop. What if Snooze wear traditional outfits from across the world? I have thought about giving Snooze like a wardrobe type situation. The problem is like the anatomy of the Snoo. Like you won't just be able to throw baby clothes on it or Build-A-Bear clothes on it or anything. We'd have to make our own entirely new fashion line. You might be able to put like pet clothes on it, like what, you know how people buy costumes for their pets. You might be able to do that, but pet clothing is also quite an expensive novelty item. So yeah, we haven't really put a lot of thought into that side of it, because we did for a little bit, and then we like immediately realized that it would be really, really expensive to create clothing that the Snooze can actually wear, especially because some Snooze have 4 legs, some Snooze have 6 legs, some have 8 legs. We're working on a 2-legged one. Eventually some are gonna have no legs. There's way too much like variety in Snoo anatomy to have like a simple fashion collection. And I know for a fact that if I make one outfit specifically designed for Snooze with 4 legs, there are gonna be people who have 6-legged Snooze that are gonna get mad that their Snoo can't wear that specific outfit. And it's just not feasible to have an outfit fit every single type of Snoo out there. That being said, if people want to make their own outfits for Snooze, like sew them themselves and put them on the Snooze, I would fucking love to see that. I really like the idea of dressing up a Snoo. I just won't be able to— oh wait, I did it in reverse. Oh shit. I just won't be able to provide you guys with the outfits because I just, like, it's just not feasible. At least right now it's not feasible. Maybe in the future it will be. That's the other variable. Some Snoos have wings and some don't. So some clothes will need to have holes for the wings to pop through and some of them just won't have that. Alright, now his wings are correct. I don't know how I inverted his wings in my head. There you go, baby. Zippers so you can remove those parts. Could do. I was thinking maybe like Velcro, just because I think zippers have more restrictions on them in terms of, like, you know, legally making compliant plushies than Velcro does. Like the wings, you could have like a little flap that opens up for the wings, and then if your Snoot doesn't have wings, you can just Velcro it back down. I'm not sure how you would do like the extra legs though.
I demand a 3-piece suit. I didn't go to that flesh crafting wizard to rebuild my body for nothing.
Rocher, I'm not making you a suit. Not right now, at least. I haven't started doing it yet because quite frankly I'm scared. But I have been like very, very loosely thinking about and starting to plan making the Snoo plushies myself as opposed to only having mass-produced ones. The really big designs like Rocher, Dewdrop, Nougat, Marcy, Treasure Strive, those will all still be mass-produced designs. But I'm thinking about like figuring out how to make my own by hand simply so I can take custom Snoo commissions. And if I take custom Snoo commissions, then I would like to also be able to put outfits on them, but the outfit would be for that specific Snoo. It wouldn't be removable. It'd also be really fun when we get the figurines off the ground, because we did a little poll. I asked about it in my Discord server, and then I also did a poll on my store's like Instagram page and TikTok page. And other than plushies, people really want the minifigures. So maybe once we do like minifigures for a little while, we can have like figures of the Snoos in clothing. Ah, oh, there he is, my baby. Alright, we're really quickly gonna clean up his line art just a wee bit. Invert this. I'm gonna expand it by like 1 pixel. Yeah, 1 pixel's enough. It actually already looks super clean. It doesn't look like there's a lot of strays, but I'm just gonna clean it anyway. There you go. And then we're gonna do the same thing again. But this time, we're gonna expand by about 20, I think? Yeah, 20 is good. Why is it so... like that? Why is it botched like that? Hang on. I don't know why I did that. Select. Right. Are you selecting other layers? Refer only to this layer. There we go, that's way cleaner. Now we expand this by like 20. There we go. Okay, I was wondering what was happening there. Forgot his freckles on the back leg. I don't think you'd see them. Unless we put them like on his hind. Oh, actually, maybe you will. Maybe you would see them. If we put them like here. They're not perfect circles, but I would like to get them close. Like that. That's good enough. And then he's got like a medium-sized one here. And then a big one here. I actually think they need to be bigger than that. He's got some pretty big spots. Let me grab these. I like that. And then, oh, actually, wait, hang on. No, I don't. I want to move them over here. And then we can just kind of like fix it. That looks better. Alright, that's my boy. Am I gonna add shading to my boy? I don't think he needs it, but it might look nice. Maybe some like, maybe not highlights, we'll add some like basic shadows. We'll grab some pink. Just to pop them in. Go here. Will it be that drastic? Maybe like here. I don't want to go too overboard because I need to make them for like all 6 of the snooze. I'm not just making one for Rosha. But I still think, even if we don't do highlights, just a little bit of shadow might look nice. Debating if I put shadow on the inside of his like wings like this, but I don't think I need to. His wings are pretty like just fine as they are. There will be some shading for his chest fluff. Sorry, I thought I finished that sentence and then I realized that I didn't. My bad. He really has a lot of places that would need shadows. You might need a tiny bit here because that's where his mouth is. There you go. And then maybe a little bit back here. I feel like this bit of his leg would definitely be shaded like this. Same with like over here, like this part of his leg. This whole leg here, honestly, like this inner bit. Maybe like that. Maybe a tiny bit there, and then other than that, I don't really think there'd be that much. Alright, let's see. Tonal correction, let's go this way. That's red. Yeah, no, we do want a more red tone. The brown and the green are not working well together. I always forget that because they're like opposing on the color wheel, it'll look a little odd. Oh, whoops, not like that. Like this. Alright, I think the brown parts look fine, but the green parts are gonna need a different color to them. So can someone remember multiply 25 for me? I'm gonna go like this way. Oops. I know it looks like significantly darker, but the the shadows for the rest of him are also significantly darker, so I think it'll balance out. Alright, multiply. 25. Yeah, that doesn't look that bad, actually. The only problem is that, like, this now looks like it's part of this. You know what I mean? But I think it's okay. I think it's fine. I am thinking, though, that maybe his, these bits could be a bit darker. No, I don't want to bring it into the orange. I want to keep it red, kind of. It's too dark. What about here? And then if we do that, then maybe we can turn the whole thing down a little more. Really quickly, just under 25, maybe like, that's 15. That's 19. I think we'll go 20, but I'm gonna grab a soft brush and just ever so slightly ease up these shadows. Whoops. These shadows right here. On the darker bits of his skin. And maybe here. Yeah. I don't think he needs highlights. I think he's fine. And then if later I decide I don't like it, we can just do a flat color Rosha. Alright, we'll put this in a folder. This is Rosha. We love that for him. And have a sip of tea. If you see my model keep shifting, it's because my chair's gotten really uncomfortable to sit in, so I'm constantly shifting my weight to try and make it more comfy. But we're not going to be here too much longer. Alright, that's Rosha. We have a little base back. Perfect. Who are we drawing next? We did Rosha. We still need to do... Whoops, that's wrong. I mean, it's not wrong, I just opened it incorrectly. We still need to do Dewdrop, Nougat, Marcy, Treasure, and Strive. I guess who do I feel like drawing next? I feel like we should do the Wave 1 snooze first because, you know, they're the first of the series. So let me open Dewdrop's ref on another thing. Dewdrop's gonna be an interesting one because he's got 6 legs. So I'm thinking immediately we maybe narrow out this leg and then have another leg come in here, like that. Oh, I'm still using my soft brush, my soft eraser. There we go. So I'm thinking like that. And then on this side, oops, on this side, this would also narrow in a little bit. But I don't think you'd see, actually no, that one doesn't need to narrow because I don't think you'd see the leg on that side. Absolute worst case scenario, you just grab this middle bit. And now the legs look a little more even, you know? Or, how else would he sit? We got a joint here. Maybe this just doesn't stoop down as low, like this. then if it doesn't stoop down that low, then I feel like this leg in general should just come out a little more. Like this. A little thicker, but it's because he's got an extra leg. I love that I said I was just gonna use a paste base for all the snooze, and like technically I am, but I'm still modifying it to fit like all of their unique traits. I do need a different picture of Dewdrop open though, because the reference picture I have has his arms up and it's really cute. But I also need to fully be able to see his chest floof. So let me open a different picture. There's actually not a lot of good pictures of Dewdrop's fluff. There we go, that's better. Alright, let's do the middle first. Like this, boop, and then down even lower like this. I feel like I kind of want to, I know it's supposed to sit kind of low, but I want to bring it higher, like that. And then in his little chest bit, he's got like this. Actually, wait, hang on. I'm not going to do the chest bit yet, because I want to do his antennae before anything. Because I'm going to copy paste this face and just flip it. I really like Dewdrop. It wasn't really supposed to like look the way that it looks, but his ears, his antennae, sorry, remind me a lot of bunny ears. One, because they're quite big, at least in the concept art. I think in the plushie they nerfed it a little bit and they made his antennae a bit smaller. But two, because in the plush form, even though they're not as big as they should be, they are the fluffiest part of like any of the snooze. I don't know why, his antennae are just so much fluffier than literally any other part of any other snoo that I've ever gotten made. And I love it. Yeah, he was supposed to be just a pure moth type. But whenever I get to his antennae, I always think bunny. I don't think we need to do anything beyond that. I'm gonna copy this. Why didn't it flip? Oh, there we go. Excellent. Then we can add his little... He's got basically the same haircut as Dewdrop. This is Dewdrop. The same haircut as Rosha. He's got his little bangs. Except they're styled a little differently, so I'm trying to... Yeah. Perfect. And then for his floofies, he's got a floofy here and a floofy here. It's actually not that big. It's like this. There we go. Hello, Pyro Chain. Welcome in. How you doing? You can bring this in. I'm gonna put this bit in now. It's like a big lump of fluff at the bottom. Because I'm gonna redo this. Needs to be bigger. Goes up. Oops. Goes up. Then down, and then like this. Actually, wait, now it's too big. Depressed, how about you? Oh no, I'm so sorry. We're doing good. I'm a little bit stressed out because I was supposed to be working on my character rigs today, but then something happened with the character rig that just really annoyed me, so now we're working on something else instead. But it's okay, because I needed to get this stuff done too. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna transform this. Like this. Oh my god, thank you so much for the raid. That's so sweet. Welcome in, everybody. How was your stream? What were you up to? For those of you who don't know me, hello. My name is Sylv. I'm an artist and animator, a professional man and woman appreciator. You won't see me streaming without a tea in my hand. And I'm drawing some of my original species, the snoo. There we go. That looks like his fluff. Oh yeah. I might make it a bit bigger. I like Dewdrop's fluff. It's supposed to be big and boofy. I didn't even stream, I just raided. You can do that? You can raid without having a stream live? That's so funny. What the hell? On mobile? That's hilarious. I love that. Alright, I'm gonna change this a little bit, just because this lines up too much with the cheek fluff and it makes it look like it's one section when it's not. It's two separate sections. There we go. Could also... I'm thinking about how he's sitting, and it does work, but the reference picture I'm looking at has his arms a little bit shorter. So the reference picture I'm looking at, of my baby, he's got, like, his leg like this, like his side leg, and then he has his, like, other legs just kind of hanging, and it's really cute, but I think it makes his front legs look a little short, so actually we're not gonna do that. I will have a sip of my tea, though. Oh yeah, that's some good shit. I need those, for any Americans in my audience, maybe you'll know what I'm talking about. We don't have them in Australia, but I saw them in, like, a video once. I need those, like, Dunkin' Donuts coffee buckets, but I need it just for my tea. They're, like, really big buckets. But I need one that's, like, insulated, so it'll keep my tea warm. Because if I have to drink cold tea, then I'm not gonna drink it. I think I want to move this like that. It will get fixed in the like line art, but for now we'll just touch that up. Yeah, I don't think from this angle you'll see his other leg on this side. So it'll just be the front leg and the back leg. I don't think the middle leg will be visible. On this side, the middle leg is right here. And it's like kind of hiding behind this leg a little bit as well. That's the other thing, like I don't want it to look like his legs are thin because they're not. He's got like chunky legs, but it's just hiding behind this front leg. Alright, I could probably just start going with the line art now. I probably could just use the face and chest bit, but oh, actually I think the antenna need to be bigger. I'll fix it, I'll fix it. We're gonna merge these. And I'm gonna turn on the Rocher layer for just a second so I can figure out what size brush this was. I think it was maybe a 10? Yeah, 10. Alright. Oh, I forgot to draw his wings. Hang on. Gotta add another layer. The wings are such a unique shape. There we go. Got it. And then big at the bottom. There we go. And then we can just copy paste this. Whoops. Over here. Alright, I probably could use this, but I think I want to draw it a little bit smoother, so we're not going to do that. We're going to just merge this down and get started. I need to think up more treats to hypothetically give them as well. We've got 4 at the moment. There are some that I probably like will keep just like as standards, like maybe a glass of water or something. But I want to add other treats. I don't know if the snooze would like... I don't think the snooze would drink coffee. They might drink like... I know I've written down that Dewdrop likes to drink tea. So the snooze can drink tea. I don't think they would have coffee or like soft drink or anything like that. I feel like that's not good for them. Maybe some like matcha at the very most, because matcha's not really a coffee. I don't even know if matcha's caffeinated. Is matcha caffeinated? I don't think it is. There we go. I do like drawing Dewdrop. I don't like coloring his wings. His wings are quite a hassle. I love them, but they're quite a hassle. Actually, I'm going to really quickly, on the sketch layer, just kind of figure out what size I want these to be. Oops. I do want them to be bigger, but I don't want them to be too much bigger. Maybe like that. That's good. I like that. It's really funny because I actually designed Dewdrop specifically to be the mascot for Restless Dreams. I think that might have been not the best idea because Restless Dreams already has like a lot of blue theming, and so to have the mascot also be blue, he kind of blends into whatever backgrounds we use. But I also love him too much to replace him, you know what I mean? I don't want to design a new mascot. If anything, I will just change the color story of my entire store to make him stand out more. Which I don't know if I'm gonna do yet. I've been thinking for a long time, since like February, which I guess is a long time, about rebranding from Restless Dreams and having a different title or like a different name for the storefront. Mostly because I picked Restless Dreams because the original premise of my store was going to be like to create cheap and like affordable merch for existing IPs. And I was gonna do cute stuff and I was also gonna do spooky stuff. And I still want to do a mixture of cute stuff and spooky stuff. I just haven't been able to do any spooky stuff because the snooze are like my main focus. And because a lot of like neurodivergent and people and children have connected to the snooze, I feel like it would be really cruel to suddenly go a more horror direction. I do have some like horror themed snooze that I will do, But it's more like, if you know what they're inspired by, then they're horrifying, and if you don't, then it's just another cute snoo. I'm gonna have a drink, 1 second. So yeah, I would like to do that, but Restless Dreams, as a lot of you may know, and a lot of you may not actually, is a reference to the original Silent Hill 2. I say the original because I started my store before the remake came out. But now that I'm steering away from creating merch for existing series, and I really just want to focus on the snooze and my own original stuff, I've been thinking about pivoting away from the name Restless Dreams and picking something that's, you know, a little more original. Hal came up with a name that I quite like from, like, again, back in February when I was first thinking about this. But I don't know if I'm gonna commit to it yet. I'm a little bit frightened, if I can be honest. But yeah, if we do end up rebranding, then there's a very high likelihood that I will change the entire store's color story so that Dewdrop stands out more against the backdrop of the storefront. Alright, there's your beautiful face. It's so cute. I love him. Another reason why I don't want to change the mascot from Dewdrop, aside from the fact that he was designed to be the mascot, is the fact that one of the art shows that I went to was hosting like a stamp rally that everyone was like invited to. And the event like owners were so nice. They actually were like, hey, if you give us a drawing of your logo, like your store's logo, we will turn it into a stamp for you. So I sent them the logo, which has got like Dewdrop on it. It's like front and center Dewdrop. I'll show you what the logo looks like. And they did. They turned him into a stamp, and it was so fucking cool, and I still have that stamp. They let me keep it. And now it's like, well, I have this really cool stamp. I don't want to not use it. Where is he? Label test, wave 2. This is what the stamp looks like, but I don't think this is the colored version. Yeah, no, this isn't the colored version, but this is what the stamp looks like. Maybe it's in my branding folder. It is not in my branding folder. Where is my colored version? Maybe it's in here. Oh, here, found it. It's literally just Dewdrop with like a colored background. I probably will fix it because I draw Dewdrop a little differently now. As you can see, his hair comes out a little more. I don't know why I drew him like this. I was probably in a rush. But yeah, I have a cool stamp now, and I'm just like, yo, I can't replace him. He's on a stamp. And realistically, if I do that event again, they could just make another stamp for me. I just don't want to. Not Dewdrop with the taper fade. Listen, I was in quite a rush to do that because my store didn't actually have an official logo until that event was like, hey, we'll make you a stamp of your logo. And I was like, oh shit, now I need to have a logo so that I can get a cool stamp. And I just rushed out a picture of Dewdrop. But yeah, I will eventually upgrade the stamp. But it's still, Dewdrop's still gonna be the face of Restless Dreams, and I feel like it's important to me, personally. Eventually, we might replace him with a different snoo, but for now, this is where he lives. This is his role. Oh my god, it's really hard to do this. There we go. I think he looks way cuter with his hair being a little boofier and a little higher up. Oh, sorry. My throat's been getting sore really quick. I think it's because we were partying so much this weekend. Like I said, we had like three birthdays. There we go. I should pick up, I mean, I have some, but I should pick up more. I should get some like throat lozenges for the event that we're having on Saturday. Because it's gonna be like a 12-hour long event. The last thing I want is for my throat to get sore, like within the first section of our charity event. Although, I'm very lucky. I've got a handful of awesome friends that are gonna be hanging out with me for at least chunks of the day. It's really hard when you're Australian and all of your streamer friends are US based. I had the confidence to go in a pool with a two-piece? Yo, girl! Girl! I'm so proud of you, girl. How do you feel? You feel good? You feel good about it? What was the two-piece? You got cute pics? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, I'm so happy for you. Was it like one of those frilly two-pieces? Like, you know, the ones that have the, like... I don't know how to explain it other than frilly, but like the loose bits that kind of float around in the water. I can send it to you? Hell yeah. I actually don't own any swimwear anymore. Never really fond of pools or beaches or anything like that. But now, because I don't own any, even if I wanted to go to a space like that, I kind of can't. So I might buy some just on the rare occasion that I need them for like an event or something. Trying to like find a nice, because I don't think it should start this far in. And we should maybe bring it out a little bit like that. I like that actually. That's not bad. Frilly at the bottom, but different top. Ooh, okay. Like different as in mismatching, or different as in like, you know, it's just styled differently. Ooh, cute. Girl. Girl, you didn't censor your feet. Get those grippers away from me, girl. Alright, no, jokes aside, that's adorable. I'm so proud of you. I like that line, but it's too wonky. My bad, gotta spoil the grippers. Every time I sent Hal, like, not every time, but when I was in Uruguay, there was a lot of, like, pools and stuff like that. And again, I didn't own swimwear, so I didn't really go in. But, like, you know, you'd put your feet in or stuff like that. And I sent pictures to Hal, and I always, like, aggressively scribbled out my feet. Because, like, Hal's not into feet, but I just thought it was really, really funny to just send him, like, just, like, my foot is, like, here. And I would literally go into the markup section on my phone and just go over only my feet. And I don't know, I just thought it was really funny. So yeah, now every time there's, like, feet in a picture, I'm like, yo, dog, put those away. Alright, I think that's fine. Alright, cool. Now I can just do the wings. The wings honestly weren't drawn that bad. I just thought I could do it a little cleaner. If I do it in parts instead of one big line, then maybe. There we go. Now, unlike Rocheur's, Dewdrop's wings are actually separated a little bit. So we're gonna keep that line there, because he's got like his top wing and his bottom wing. I don't know why I did it like that, but it's fine. He's fine. He's cute. Maybe if I go this way. It's a little better. There we go. Excellent. Now my favorite part. Cheating. Damn, that's so cool. How did I do that so quickly? Ugh, I'm too good at this shit. I feel like I've gotten too used to digital art. Being able to like copy, paste, flip, undo, resize. If I can get a nice camera setup going, then maybe we'll do some traditional art streams. You can see just the difference between what I do digitally and what I do, well, not digitally. Make it bigger. Like this. There we go. Good boy. Who's a good boy? Alright, perfect. I don't, like, doing Dewdrop's wings is gonna be a little bit of a nightmare because he's got this, like, fade. But I think we can do it pretty okay. Alright, we'll start with that as our base. Bring in the white. Grab my picture of him. I'm kind of sad that this detail of Dewdrop's fur got lost in translation. Like the fact that the outer bit of his fur is still blue, but the inner bit is white. They just made his whole chest floof white on the plushie, and I get why. But it's just such a sad thought that, like, it's such a simple detail, he doesn't need it, but I really like the outer fluff being blue and the inner fluff being white. The bit has been accomplished. Alright, I'm gonna see your aggressive— yeah, there you go. There are the censored feet. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. We can't have any of that in our good old Christian DMs. Alright, he also has a white tummy, but because of how he's sitting, you won't really see his tummy, so it's all good. We'll grab this color. This color is his eyebrows. It's also, I believe, the starting color for his antennae. Perfect. Also gonna... This is... I keep opening nougat by mistake. It's like the middle color of his feet, so... then that bit you won't see this middle bit. I fear. Yeah. That can all be merged down, and now we grab... Oh my god, Nougat, go away. I'm putting Dewdrop at the back now. This dark color. Gotta find the best way to do this. I think that's like this. Gonna have it like higher up. But I also don't want it to like not align correctly. Like this. I think that's okay. Oh yeah, that's totally fine. And then we come down here. This bit will be dark. I feel like you might see a bit of the dark pour on this one, like that. And then you get like this. Very cool. Thinking. What color are your eyes, Dewdrop? Your eyes are closed in the... Oh wait, hang on. I can just use the logo. Perfect. Right, I don't think we'll have time for a third snoo. Mostly because I want to finish Life is Strange Double Exposure today. I don't want to have to come back to it on Wednesday. And since it took us 7 hours to get through 3 chapters, I want to get to the PlayStation at 5 p.m. because I feel like that will, like 4 hours, we should be able to get through the last 2 episodes pretty easy. So I don't think we'll have time to do another snoo, but that's okay. I'm still a little bit upset that I wasn't able to do the character turnaround today. It's not, I just got really agitated by that one bone. Not that one bone, that one deformer. And it kind of put like a sour taste in my mouth for the whole day. But that's okay. If I'm not streaming on Friday, so I'll work on it off stream. Or what I might do instead is I'll spend Friday, whatever I need to do, finishing the prep for the charity event on Saturday. And then once the prep for the charity event on Saturday is done, maybe we'll do like a community day on the Discord. We'll watch a movie or something. That could be fun. I really want to do more of those. Alright, this is where his wings get kind of interesting. So we're going to fill it in with this dark color. And then we're going to go with the next lightest color, which is, I think, this one. I'm so glad they were able to get this detail onto the plushie, but also, oh my god, this is a nightmare. Why did I do this? I know why I did it. I really wanted him to look unique from the other snoos that I had designed so far. But still. I don't know if his wings are more or less annoying to draw than Marcy's. I really like Marcy's wings. Marcy's wings are what draw a lot of people to her in the first place. Not a lot of people are drawn to Dewdrop because of his wings. Alright, now we fill this in. Now we grab the next lightest blue, which is this one. We do the same thing. This is like my cheat way of doing it. I would hand blend it myself. My arm is starting to get a little sore. So what I'm doing is, rather than hand blending it, I'm putting in all of the blocks that need to go in. And then, once all of the blocks of color are in, I'm just gonna Gaussian blur the whole thing. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I hope this is the time that it works. Alright, now we grab the next lightest blue, which is his main fur color. Like this. Actually, I think I drew the spaces, like, not wide enough between each color, but it's okay. I'm sure it'll be fine. Cool, now we color this bit. And then the last color is the white. Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure it was definitely on a new layer, just in case. Alright, now I'm gonna merge like every color of the wing except for the... Actually, no. I'm gonna duplicate the dark blue of the wing so we have 2 layers of it. Hang on. There we go. Alright, turn them all on. I'm gonna duplicate the blue layer. Turn one of them off. Now we're gonna merge all of these ones. Merge selected layers. Cool. The wings are all 1 layer now. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Crank it all the way up. Give it a second to render. Alright, that's good. We're gonna do that, and then we're gonna turn the dark blue layer on underneath and clipping mask it, and there you go, there are his wings. It's a lot easier to do it like that than it is to hand blend them. Significantly so. You also get more even blurring. Alright, the last step is the fade on his antenna. So I believe, yeah. So we need this dark color again. Oh, hang on, I accidentally merged it. 1 sec. Need this dark color again. Pop this up here. And then there should be a middle color between these two. I think it's this one. Yeah, because I remember that I don't blend from the light color straight into the dark color, but I can never remember what the middle color is, and I think it's this one. Gives it this slight, like, purple-ish middle tone. Kind of like it. There you go. Alright, that's Dewdrop. Really quickly fix the inside coloring. I'm sure the inside coloring doesn't need that much fixing. Yeah, it looks pretty clean to me, but just in case. Just like that. Oh wait, I should have kept this. Yeah, now we're gonna expand. We'll expand by 21 because we shrunk by 1 pixel. Excellent. There are a couple of edges I gotta smooth out, but otherwise, looking good. Like right here needs to be smoothed out. There's a couple of bits that didn't actually fill. That's not good. Smooth it out here. I wonder why this happened. It doesn't normally happen. Oh, hang on. There we go. Smooth this out. Like the smoothing out part, like that's normal. That happens sometimes. But having these like little stray pixels where they don't like connect, I haven't had that happen before. Maybe it's because I shrunk the selection and then re-expanded it, you know what I mean? There we go. I should probably double check the Rosha one, make sure it definitely didn't happen to Rosha. I don't think it did. It looked pretty smooth when I did it. Plus these pictures are going to be so small, I don't think anyone would notice this anyway. I just want to fix it for the sake of fixing it. There we go. Alright, all the other edges should be pretty smooth and ready to go. Oh yeah, he looks good. Alright, we're gonna quickly add some basic shadows in. Because he doesn't have any like, oh wait, hang on. Because he doesn't have any contrasting colors, like Rosha, like how Rosha's brown was like very orange red toned and then his wings were green, like because we don't have any contrasting colors like that, we should just be able to use the multiply layer and have it work. We'll find out. Welcome back, Pyro. How you doing? It shouldn't be that bad. I call you no, do not call me Treen. I don't like Treen. At first I didn't mind it. There was some people that were like, they had like another friend that they called Sylv. Sylv is my real name, Sylv was not their real name. But, they had known that person longer, so they were like, oh, we're gonna call you Treen instead. But I don't like Treen, because I was told later on that, Treen can be another word for toilet. I don't like that. Apparently Treen also means something in astrology. It's like a, what is it? It's like a trio in astrology speak. Yeah, a group of 3 or a triad. Yeah, no. I would prefer Sylv. Glorious Leader works too. Yeah, that's true. Glorious Leader also works. I always forget about that. There's a nickname that Hal gave me before we started dating that I grew very attached to, but people don't really use anymore, and that's Captain. I used to get called Captain. Love Captain. That's a good one. Actually, while we're on the topic of names, in high school there was one brief instance where I was called the real Slim Shady, and to this day I don't know why. I don't know where it came from, I don't know what the inspiration was, but there was one, like, birthday card where instead of it being addressed to me, it was addressed to the real Slim Shady, and that was the one and only time that I was referred to as the real Slim Shady. Please tell me that's a joke. I'm being dead serious. I don't know where it came from. I don't know what triggered it. It only happened once and then it never happened again. I've also been called Mr. Worldwide. Again, not a joke, dead serious. When I used to work at a bar, and when my coworkers realized that I had published a graphic novel, and the graphic novel was, like, available globally, they started calling me Mr. Worldwide. What other names have I been called? I've been called Anna before. Cause, like, my actual name is out there, so I don't really mind sharing this. My name is Sylviana. And most of the time it gets abbreviated to Sylv or Sylvie, but I have had one person abbreviated to Anna before, and that was really weird. I don't know how I feel about that one. What else? Off the top of my head, I can't think of any more, but I'm sure there's more weird ones. What weird nicknames have you been called, chat? Does anyone else have any weird nicknames? I mean, of course you guys do. You guys, like, you know, I'm assuming everyone here is a cool dude who's had at least one friend in their life. Which means you've had at least one nickname in your life. I've also had people abbreviate my name, like, even more. Like, I've had Sylv, S-I-L-V, and I've had Sylvie with the I at the end. But then I've also had people just call me Sil. Like, S-I-L. And I'm not sure what compels them to do that. But that's also, like, kind of a rare one. I don't get that one very often. It's usually Sylv. I can't believe I was called a Colossal Titan in middle school because of Attack on Titan. What the fuck? That's... that's mean. T-Bug and I call each other Sea Salt because of Kingdom Hearts. Oh, that's so sweet. No, stop that. That's so fucking cute. Oh my god. Another cute Kingdom Hearts one would actually be Starfruit as well. If you called each other Starfruit. I like that one. I've been called T a lot. Yeah, T makes sense. I feel like I can get behind that one. They would slash my neck with their hands like they were survey cores? What? Dude, were you bullied? Is this your way of telling me that people bullied you? Nah? Okay. I've never watched Attack on Titan, so I don't fully understand it, but Hal has. Maybe Hal will get it. Whoops, not what I meant to do. It's Jake, of course. Oh, you're so right. It's Jake. Of course he's been bullied at least once. Oh, I just thought of the stupidest one. When I was in, like, preschool and, like, kindergarten. Again, my name is Sylviana, so, like, it's, like, for context. I used to get called Silly Banana sometimes. That was weird. Didn't like that one. But then in uni, there was a guy who abbreviated my name to Silly. Like, just the word silly. And I actually really like that one. I think that one's really cute. It was cute until, like, the bar staff, like, the patrons at the bar that I worked at started calling me that. Then it became a little weird, but I still like that one. Genuinely, either I wasn't bullied or I didn't care enough about randoms to notice. Yeah, that's also totally fair. I'm adding that to your Discord notes. What? Silly? Wait, which one? Wait, I've given you so many already. Now I'm scared. Maybe I shouldn't be giving you guys all of the dumb nicknames that I've been called in my life. Silly Banana and Captain. Oos. The best one and the worst one. I shouldn't have given you the Silly Banana one. Ah, thank you so much! Housestride94, thank you so much for the follow. I hope you're having fun with us tonight. Very nice, low energy. Silly Sylvie Banana. Why do we keep putting banana in there? Get rid of it! I have nothing against bananas, by the way. Just feel like I should say that right now. This convo reminds me of when my elementary/middle school best friend would call me Gigantosaurus or Gigantosaurus. That is so cute. It's because you are bananas. They're calling me a banana. Help me.
You're very sweet.
Bananas aren't sweet, they're mushy.
They are a berry.
They are a berry, that's fair.
Actually, they can be sweet.
Not the ones I have. The ones I have are like... Actually, what does banana taste like? I know what fake banana tastes like, but what does banana taste like?
It's a very not
It's
taste.
like...
It's
Yeah.
not
It's like there's no taste, it's all texture.
It's a pure umami. An adulthood umami in the skin.
Ew. Bananas aren't real, remember? Oh yeah, you're so right. I totally forgot that they're not real. At least the bananas that we used to have aren't real. Not after the incident. Yeah, crunchy bananas. Gross. I'm 5'11", so I've always been tall. This breaks my heart to hear. I'm gonna cry in 4'8" right now.
I feel bad for tall people.
Why do you feel bad for tall people?
Because they're the cranes of the universe. All the... They'll spend their whole life having short people come up to them and go, can you reach that for me?
Oh my god,
Get
wait.
out there and get that for me.
I've told chat this story before. I don't know if I've told you this story before, Hal. But I'm gonna tell it again for chat. So, we have a friend who used to stream as well. They're on a indefinite hiatus right now, but their name was Loki. And I had a little bit of a thing for Loki, and then Loki got a girlfriend, but that's not the point. The point is, I was in our university, like, kitchen with Loki, and he was, like, making fun of me for being short while he was making me, like, a coffee or something. And I was like, oh, you know, being short has its benefits because I can just walk up to, like, tall people that I find attractive and I can ask them for help. And he goes, haha, yeah, that is pretty funny, that's fair. And I'm like, can you help me reach my cup? I can't quite get up there. And, like, went straight over his head. He's like, yeah, okay, sure. And he, like, grabbed it for me and he kept making my drink. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm more on sexual, it appears. I do have Riz, chat. I promise I have Riz. He just didn't get it. Ooh, do we go purple or do we go... Oh no, we'll go purple. Yeah, we'll do that and then we'll multiply and turn it down. Yeah, we might change the tone a little bit. It looks a little grey. Poor silly Sylvie, that's bananas. I can't even be mad at this anymore. This is funny. That's bananas, dude. If you were taller, you could have aimed better. Wouldn't have went over his head. Shut the fuck up. Who asked you? Jake, I don't care if you're a mod. I'm gonna beat your ass. Alright, hang on. I'm gonna beat your ass in a second. I'm busy fixing this. I think if we make it a little more purple. There you go. That's not bad. Look at my baby! My baby! Brutal. It's my fault for modding him, you know what I mean? He thinks he has power now. Alright, we finished Dewdrop. I'm gonna throw you guys onto the Be Right Back screen. Oh wait, hang on. I'm gonna save this. I'll put it in the snoo folder. Wrong one. Snoo art. These are the sitting PNGs. Perfect. I'm gonna throw you guys onto the Be Right Back screen. And I'm gonna set up for Life is Strange. You guys have some fun. Bond with the snooze, have a stretch, grab a snack, grab a drink. You, all 4'8" of a featherweight. I am such a featherweight, my guy. A light breeze would do more damage. Don't underestimate me. Don't underestimate me. I am very strong when I want to be. Pretty sure Iron Mouse is taller than Silly Sil. I think she is, actually. I think she's 5 foot something. I'm looking it up now. Oh, she's 2 inches taller than me. She's 4'10". Which means she still, under Australian law, legally qualifies as a midget. It's 4'10" or under. So Iron Mouse, in Australia, you're a midget. Congratulations, question mark? Alright. So. Go grab your tea, your drink, your snack, go stretch, go take your meds, whatever you need to do. I will be like a max 10 minutes. I won't be too long. Dwarf fight? Pff, nah, man. I'm gonna team up with Iron Mouse, not against her. You think I want to fight with another Latina woman? It would never end. Alright. I'll be back. No longer than 10 minutes. free time that you lose by doing that. And because you don't have that free time anymore, you miss out on all of the potential stat boosts and all of the potential social link upgrades and like all this stuff. And it's like, I'm fine with that. I tend to go into things head on and then complain that I missed everything, you know, that's kind of my vibe. But Alright, chat, I'm back. I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. I checked that my mic was muted before I started moving everything. And then, in the middle of me moving stuff, without me touching it at all, it just unmuted. I don't know what's going on with that. But we were just talking about Persona, so it's not that big of a deal. Hal was telling me about Persona 5 and how it's been treating him lately. And yeah, when I'm on the Be Right Back screen and I'm moving from one setup to another, just so you guys know, I can't see the chat because I have to completely unplug the PC from its monitors. So I appreciate you guys telling me that it wasn't muted. I really do, truly and genuinely, but I won't be able to see that until the Be Right Back screen is gone. Let me reset the Elgato. Perfect. What are we gonna name this stream?
This looks like the work of an enemy stand.
The work of an enemy stand. Shut up. No one is JoJo Bizarre Adventuring my microphone. Alright, everybody say goodbye, YouTube. I'm gonna end the stream on YouTube. For anyone who's watching on YouTube, there's gonna be another stream that starts basically immediately after this one ends, with the Life is Strange stuff. And with that,